Hello everybody and welcome to Just Football as I'm bringing you the latest transfer news in the DStv Premiership as Orlando Pirates revisit their interest in a Golden Arrows defender. Rowen Human's price tag decreases from 15 million rands to 10 million rands, and Palace from Maritzburg United is expected to join Stellenbosch FC. Now let's get on with the video. First player I want to talk about is Janino Tyrell Palace from Maritzburg United. Now, the Maritzburg United midfielder may be heading to Stellenbosch FC. Now, this was also reported by Idiski Times. They are saying that the Bafana midfielder Janino Palace is closing in on a move to the DStv Premiership with Stellenbosch FC. Now, the publication also reported that Stellenbosch FC have made the first move for the technically gifted midfielder last month, as reported by Idiski Times, and sources within the club have also confirmed that a bid has been accepted from Stellenbosch FC for the services of the technically gifted midfielder. Now, while there were some considerations over the potential signing of Jezedon from Supersport United in order to replace Ibrahim Jabbar, it looks like Janino Palace is now going to be that player to replace Ibrahim Jabbar, who is now playing for Maccabi Petah Tikva in the Israel Premier League. Now, this publication, Idiski Times, also understands that the two parties have now agreed on personal terms ahead of a move of becoming official and heading to the Cape Winelands for the 2023-2024 season. Now, that move is complete from what Idiski Times have reported. Now, Janino Palace is a very good player. I saw him for Maritzburg United, but to be honest, I mostly watched him when they were playing in the playoffs, because I didn't watch most of their games in the DStv Premiership last season. When in the playoffs, I saw he was one of the best players there for Maritzburg United, alongside the likes of Human and this Kimbuwidi. But then again, now it looks like he's going to be heading to Stellenbosch FC. I always applaud Stellenbosch FC's recruitment team. They are very, very good. I'm telling you now, soon we will see Janino Palace moving for a hefty fee to one of the big teams in the DStv Premiership or even abroad. Now, Stellenbosch FC are going to be confirming Janino Palace as their new player very, very soon. It is expected that this is one of the deals that are going to be completed over the weekend or next week, from what I'm told. Now, Janino Palace to Stellenbosch FC, that deal is done at the moment. It's just waiting for a player to sign on the dotted line. Next player I want to talk about is Celebuhle Hlatwayo. Now, Celebuhle Hlatwayo may end up as an Orlando Pirates player, because I'm told Orlando Pirates will revisit their interest in the player. They will try and explore a deal with Golden Arrows in the coming few days and weeks for Celebuhle Hlatwayo. Now, whether or not a deal will be made, we will see, because Orlando Pirates, this transfer window, one thing is clear: they do not want to overspend, and most people have been speculating and saying Orlando Pirates do not have money after their tour of Spain. One thing I can say is that they do still have some money to spend in this transfer window. They do have the money that they put aside for the deal with Batusi Obas, which now has fallen through. Now they can spend that money on Celebuhle Hlatwayo. We will see if a deal can be made with Golden Arrows in the coming few days and weeks as the story will develop. Now, Orlando Pirates will revisit the interest in the player. Been linked with the player for a very long time. Now let's see if a deal can be made. Celebuhle Hlatwayo to Orlando Pirates. Look at that situation in the coming few weeks and days. Still talking about Orlando Pirates, I want to talk about two Orlando Pirates legends, Mphomakula and Thabo Matlaba. Now, in the situation of Thabo Matlaba, it looks like there's been a U-turn, as Royal AM have invited him to train with their team as they try and explore a deal with him. Now, Thabo Matlaba, he may remain a Royal AM player after all. After he was released by Royal AM at the end of the 2023-2024 season, he was told that he is not going to be a part of the Royal AM squad ahead of the 2023-2024 season, but there's been a turn in the tail. Thabo Matlaba may yet be given a lifeline at Royal AM. Look at that situation. We may get a confirmation very, very soon. Thabo Matlaba signing a short contract with Royal AM. Again, I want to talk about Mphomakula. There's been some story that has been circulating Mphomakula and Polokwane City. This is the issue. Mphomakula has come out and said that he was offered a contract without figures by Polokwane City, but now Polokwane City COO has come out and said something different. The COO has said that Polokwane City went on did offer Mpomakola a new contract, but that contract was with figures. But the player decided not to respond to that contract. And what happened? Mpomakola requested to talk to the chairman, and he did not want to communicate with the COO. Now, from what is happening now, he's saying that the COO has said that from what he's heard from the chairman, Mpomakola did not pitch for his meeting with the chairman. That is the situation. That they're saying that they had meetings with different players, but when it was Mpomakola's time to speak to the COO or the chairman, Mpomakola did not show up for that meeting. But then we can never know what is true in this situation, because Mpomakola has come out and said one thing, and now the COO is coming out and saying another thing. Everyone can have their own opinion in this matter, but I do not think Mpomakola can just come out and lie about something like this. And I do not know anything about the COO at Polokwane City, but from what we've seen with Mpomakola in the past few years, there's never been any drama. He has never been involved in any drama, even when he was still at Orlando Pirates, Cape Town City, and so on and so forth. But at this moment, it looks like there is something there. Someone is not telling the truth. It's either Mpomakola or the COO, but there are two contradicting stories with regards to Mpomakola and Polokwane City. But one thing's for certain, there is no future between Mpomakola and Polokwane City. It is over. Mpomakola is still looking for a new club. He is still available on the market on a free transfer. Still talking about former players now. Former KaizerChiefs midfielder Keegan Buchanan has agreed a deal to join Cape Town Spurs. Now, personal terms, I'm told, have been agreed, as Sean Bartlett has been pushing to sign Keegan Buchanan, as he feels he can be a player who can add some experience in his midfield as they try to retain their DStv Premiership status. Now, Keegan Buchanan to Cape Town Spurs deal is done. We're just waiting for the player to sign on the dotted line so Cape Town Spurs can unveil him as their new player. Keegan Buchanan to Cape Town Spurs. Next player I want to talk about is AmaZulu defender Thendo Magumela. Now, AmaZulu are going to loan out Thendo Magumela. Now, the player is not going to remain at AmaZulu for the 2023-2024 season. He has been told that he can look for a club. So his agent is going to be going around looking for a club for Thendo Magumela. He's not a part of the present at AmaZulu. A decision has been made. The player is available now on the market. We know he was on loan at Cape Town Spurs. I'm told Cape Town Spurs may try and revisit that deal again. AmaZulu are not going to be keeping Thendo Magumela for the 2023-2024 season. Now, let's see if Cape Town Spurs will try and explore a deal with AmaZulu for the defender. A loan deal only. AmaZulu are not willing to let the player go for good. They want him to go out on loan so they can assess him next season again. The last player I want to talk about in this video is Rowen Human. Now, there's still no information on the situation of Rowen Human. I know most people were expecting updates on the situation of Rowen Human, but it is still a standstill. KaizerChiefs are very interested in Rowen Human, but the fee that has been quoted, now the fee has been decreased from 15 million rands to 10 million rands. Now, this is why most teams were just waiting to anticipate Maritzburg United, because they know Maritzburg United have to pay or have to sell, because the player wants to move. The player wants to play in a top flight division, not in the championship. Now, this is the current situation, from 15 million rands to 10 million rands for Rowen Human. Interested clubs, so we'll see what happens in the coming few days and weeks. Now, if you're new on Just Football, kindly click on the subscribe button as we upload similar content every week. And thank you very much for watching. Zanzi, hit a like on the video if you like this update.